So I am really nervous about posting this, writing the script for it, and all that stuff. I really love Liyue as a nation, and Genshin. I know a lot of other people have written scripts, done YouTube, posted on Reddit. So for this video, I have stayed away from any and all posts because I'm worried about being influenced and, that kind of deciding the route that I take with this. So this is probably going to be all over the place, which is normal for me. But I'm happy to do this. If I don't do it, then I'll regret it later. But anyway, let's get started. Also, is that a moon near Zhongli's cuff? Like near his back? Weird. Moon lore, possibly. After all these years, I'm finally noticing that. Land of Geo, home to Rex Lapis and the Adepti, as well as some of the wonderful characters who joined our Genshin family along these past 5 years. Do you remember your first time stepping into Liyue? Back when we hadn't opened up 100% of the map? I'm sure some of you think about it each year when we return home for the lantern rite. When we're in the comment sections sobbing because of a new heartwarming story, or when you get that itch to take a long hike from Mondstadt all the way to Nodcry, and you make your way through each nation, the memories flooding your mind of each experience you've had along the way. I often think of Liyue when I'm on my journey and that first impression. From the moment I left Stonegate, my eyes were drawn to the middle of a large vista, where I saw a towering structure adorned with golden leaves. I remember seeing the wind rustling through the reeds atop crystal blue waters of Dihua Marsh, the old stone bridge in the distance, and all of this nested between groups of expansive mountain ranges on all sides, which contrasted well with those iconically beautiful Hoyoverse clouds. If you go there now, your walk through the marsh is still accompanied by the OST Gentle Whispers. My friend and I at the time had been waiting to explore outside of Mondstadt to see what lay beyond its own mountain pass, and at this time there were only 2 nations open to the players in Teyvat, so no one knew just how vast the world of Genshin would end up being. After meeting Xiangling for the first time, we knew eventually we'd more than likely be going to her home nation if there was one, and we were so excited. I mentioned Dihua Marsh before, right? Well, this will help you gauge how little I thought the world of Genshin would be. When I saw Liyue in the distance from Stonegate, I thought that Wangshu Inn was the harbor, but I was happy to be wrong. And I continued on my path, stopping to look at everything along the way and finally witnessed the harbor itself in all its glory. Now, this felt more like a city than the sleepy seaside town that Mondstadt felt like. And don't get me wrong, I loved the way that Mondstadt felt. Very slow-paced, people just living life at their own pace. I mean, in the city of freedom, you could live a comfortable life just selling flowers or being a bard. But Liyue's vibe provided a stark contrast, and I loved it. I'm probably gonna mention Qingce Village a few times, but I also get similar vibes from there. That village specifically is a rural area where all of us grew up, and left home, and now it's just the older generations keeping things running. Going back to the harbor. The whole of the harbor is comprised of 3 connected districts. Feiyin Slope, the most vibrant of the 3, known for its show of Liyue's prosperity, home to many inns, shops, restaurants, and even the opera house. Then we have Yujin Terrace, the residential district for the rich and wealthy. But also, this is where the Shising have their seat of government, as well as where the amazing Dr. Baiju practices his medicine at Bubu Pharmacy. And then, last but not least, we have Chihu Rock, which easily became my favorite vibes-wise. From, that one auntie shouting about the yummy Zhangyuan chop suey. I know in Mandarin she says 中原杂水好吃不贵, which is pretty much similar, but she's actually saying that the chop suey is yummy and inexpensive. Forgive me for butchering that because I'm rusty. There are stalls everywhere in Chihu Rock, different restaurants and perfume shop, and this is also home to the ship maintenance dock where ships are worked on to keep them up to spec. As leaves flow through the air and you walk through these stone streets, this area feels alive with people who may not be wealthy, but have taken a bite out of life and savor it daily. And I know that was cringe. We're gonna leave it. By the way, I only, and I do mean only, buy my fish from Uncle Sun and Uncle Gao. Honestly, I'm probably their best customer. Outside of the harbor, I think one of my favorite places was and still is Huanggong Stone Forest, but Qingse is up there on the list as well. I love how so many places in Liyue are based on places in the real world, most of which you could actually see or visit if you're not close by. I've seen a lot of Genshin players over the past few years say that the port itself isn't very lively or representative of what you could expect from a large metropolitan area. But I think hindsight is 2020, especially when we've gone to other nations since then. There is so much lore tucked into every corner, which is in line with Genshin storytelling, or at least one of the older forms of their storytelling. And I have to say, I thoroughly enjoyed doing all of the world quests and meeting all sorts of characters and taking in all of the sights. Oh, and do you remember going to Suijui Slope and seeing the sky just automatically turn dark out of nowhere? It was so ominous. That one freaked me out more than Wuwang Hill, though that one spooked me too. But it made me want to know more. It made me want to explore more. Oh, and remember standing in that bamboo forest on the way to Qingse village? One of my friends and I stayed there for an hour taking pictures one day. You could really tell every inch of that nation had a rich story, and the exploration back then was so fun and challenging too. I remember when I had to climb entire mountains and worry about falling. Man, I fell so many times around Huanggong Stone Forest. You name a mountain, I was falling from lack of stamina because I was underprepared, and some of us that had been playing for a while, back then, the stamina bar was tiny. So imagine trying to climb Mount Hulao and not even using food that I prepped. There's just something so nice about going back now, remembering my friends and I screaming on the way down a mountain, laughing our butts off, getting lost in the vastness of this nation, and trying to find each other without teleporting. I have so many photos stored up in my old PS4, but I'm getting sentimental now. You know, Liyue brings it out of me. All of those sentimental feelings and nostalgia bubble up as soon as I step foot there. I definitely get that from the chasm, but I didn't really feel like talking about it or Chen Vale in this video, even though I loved both expansions, and the chasm itself still evokes feelings of nostalgia. This nation is just so vast, I can't cover it all, or I'd never finish the script. Maybe later on, I'll make a video about the music of Liyue and how Chen Ji music just does it for me every time. Luckily, Genshin's music hasn't slipped at all since his departure, but damn, we were really well taken care of, and luckily his music will remain in Genshin even though he's gone to work on other things. I'd also like to maybe at some point make a video about one of my favorite characters and the honestly most relatable one to me. But anyway, thank you for stopping by and watching to the end. This has been Milk. Bye!